Okay, I'm back. Oh my god, where is it? Oh my god, too intense. What the hell? How do I get the screen off? Hello, I don't have my green screen up. It's just me. I just need to take my Benadryl. I seem to be breaking out in a some kind of odd rash on my arms. Hello, hello. Hello, Christina. Hi, Sky. Hi, Helena. Hello, Jennifer. Guess I should finish my water first. I just finished a project. Here's what happened. My computer ate a file. A big file for our construction company in New York. Not good. Not good. So I spent ever since I got off the Snark stream, rebuilding it. And I didn't even rebuild all of it. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna try to go to sleep. Well, I'm gonna stream. We're gonna play. Y'all can decide. We can play Dreamlight Valley, or we can look at some kind of MLM stuff. I don't have my crafting stuff set up, so I am going to my parents' house this weekend for Christmas. So I will be able to craft there. I'm trying to remain optimistic. And I don't know. I feel better than I did last night. Thank you all for your support. And yeah, I'm open to doing whatever y'all want. I had a plan. I was like, we could do Dreamlight Valley or MLM stuff. MLM stuff? Okay. What do y'all want to watch? Do we want to just find something together through creatively Dreamlight? I would say Animal Crossing before I update my island, but oh, your island! Dang it. Let me schedule it for tomorrow. Let me schedule Animal Crossing for tomorrow. We can also turn the game music off and listen to an MLM thing while we play Dreamlight. That is a possibility too. I also figured out Ecamm a little bit. With the Snark crew, you can create locked positions for incoming guests. That was great. And then we could change it up. Let's find something. Thank you, Jennifer. I had a good little... I cried until about 4 in the morning, and then for some reason I felt better. Hello, Shadow. Okay. Let's take a little look-see around the internet and find something to listen to. I can't probably handle Ashley Molstad's podcast unless I have a craft, and I don't have a craft, so... Let me see. Let's just go down a weird rabbit hole again. Alright, let's go. I also feel like I would make y'all organized people proud because I organized my computer searching for that file. And now it's organized. So let me share my screen. Is it this one? It's not that one. Add. Screen share. Alright. Let's make it that. Darn it. Okay. Great. Let me add my picture. And edit. Camera. Elgato. Hello. Nope, not that. I want to add my widget though. Sure do. There's the widget, and that's locked. And let's change the shape. A squircle? That is one of the options. I love squircles. And then I can lock it. So it won't move around. And I'm going to put an outline on. Should I have sorted this out before? Maybe. Just a little bit. Are we in the mood for purple? I hope so. Why is my colors all the way over there? Maybe not purple. Christmas? Green? Evergreen? Let's see. Green? No, we don't like green. Not. That's a good purple. All right. We'll just try it. All right. Where should we start? Business for home. All right. Let's see. Let me zoom in. Let's see. Can we do this? Sorry, I'm trying. Can I lock this in place? Nope. Sure can't. We're just doing what we can. Soggy is bringing back the Body Beast Classic. What? Looks like the Beachbody Classic is going to be done away with. Oh my god. Oh no! It's freezing? Shoot. Is it me? Safari? Okay. And okay, can I lock it? All right. Let's see. Hello. Hi, Tish. Oh, we've got a new top earner. Omega Pro? Number 1? What? Who are these? Omega Pro? Holy moly. So they did 25 million in 2020 and 250 million in 2021. Holy cow. Holy crap. Up 900%. Okay, this is an option. Oh, lots of look at all these customer rep reviews. Look at this, 83 pages. Holy shit. Okay, they've got 10,000 followers on Twitter. What are we posting on Twitter? Y'all, you can make an impact on Twitter. I will just say that. Health and wellness or crypto. I'm going to send you a screenshot from one of his wife's top coaches. Okay, I'll take a look, Christina. Harper, what's up? Oh my god. Thank you. I will check my Instagram. I just got off work. I was having to rebuild a book file, which was awful, but we're back. Thank y'all for all of your support last night or this morning, whenever that was. Or I guess it's the next day. It's 12:10, so yesterday. All right. Let's see. What is this? Oh, I think Omega Pro is... Let's go to their website. Oh, I'm ready to watch a YouTube video. Mega Pro. See, this is the problem with this logo. You don't even see the O. It just looks like Mega Pro. The O is too big. Oops. Go back. This is a problem. Okay. Videos. 1,000 subscribers. 3 years ago? Are they out of business? They can't be out of business. Are they out of business? They must be out of business. Shoot! They're not out of business. As previously reported and following the interruption of service to the OMP platform, we have engaged Hacker House. What? They got hacked?
As previously reported, and following the interruption to service to the OMP platform, we have engaged Hacker House, a leading cybersecurity firm based in London, to assist with a current attack to our systems from what appears to be an unidentified organized criminal group. They have now completed their assessment and provided a report on the threat we face. An extract of that report reads as follows. The intruder was financially motivated, seeking to exploit Omega Pro systems and services in an effort to access cryptocurrency, sensitive data, and to blackmail Omega Pro for extortion purposes. A malware sample recovered from the environment has been reviewed that showed signs of sophisticated and advanced tradecraft on the part of the intruder. Information identified within log files showed the intruder was experienced and knowledgeable in targeting the software used by Omega Pro. Based upon this assessment, we started to implement effective countermeasures and have been very successful over the last days to prevent the intruder from accessing our system. We are grateful for the support and understanding of the current situation, while we work as fast as possible to complete the work and make our platform is safe. Our platform safe and secure for our members. And okay. What is the What? Eric Worre? What? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? No! Oh, man. This is awful. Okay, let's watch it. Okay. Oh my god. They're not out of business.
They're not out of business, and they're teaming up with Eric Worre and Marina Worre. What the hell? What the hell? Dang it. What? Click on the link to read the key takeaways from the call. Can I click on this link? Sure can't. Omega Pro, read the key takeaways. OmegaPro.official. Oh, this was pinned 6 days ago. Ooh. Limited seats 10,000. All right. Where's your website? Am I getting it? Omega Pro Instagram. This is Sketch City. Oh, because they got hacked. I get it. Twitter. Are we holding anyone for ransom on Twitter? Can you guess the destination of our next global convention? Elevate by looking at this picture. Get ready to hit your rank and get recognized on the stage of our biggest global event. You know, why don't you get your website back up and running? Since you just got hacked by hackers. Oh my god, my apartment is finally being worked on. Not sure what they are doing. Harper, yay. Okay. So I'm going to keep some notes on my... do I have sticky notes? Sticky. Let's see. Make a note on it. Nope. Delete note. How do I do a new one? New? There we go. Can you see this? Oh, you can't. No! Alright, I'll just keep my notes off to the side. Omega Pro got hacked 6 days ago. 900% increase from 2020 to 2021. Ties to Eric and Marina Worry. Okay. All right, so that's our first little rabbit trail. Okay. Close. All right. And who's the CEO? Andreas. Copy. CEO. Andreas Sack, SCA Chakas. I don't know. Sorry, I'm bad at pronunciation. Their website's down. Okay. So, and then top sellers, top income earners in Omega Pro are Amira and Paulo Tyanman. Okay, so that's our first sticky note. What does Omega sell? Cryptocurrency. Update my car keys I locked in the car on Saturday. Did you get them out, Shadow? So Omega, like, it sounds like iGenius. I'll just double check that. But their website's down. And so, let's see. Let's just see if there's a video to tell us what they sell. Here we go. Whoops. God dang it. I'm gonna fix this, don't worry. Oh boy, I can't wait. Can't wait. Alright. Oh, I don't. No, thanks. Do we even still know what they sell? How to pay for a trading package, so it's trading. Must be a system for like trading and stuff. They only have 1,000 subscribers and their website's down, so limited information. Okay. Next one. BE. Juan Fernando. Can I do another one? A new sticky note. Can I change this color though? Oh, I can share my whole screen, right? Delete note. Okay. Can I do this? I'm sorry, I'm trying my best. Ooh, okay. We're just doing our best. Okay. Sticky notes. So we got our sticky notes up here now. Okay. There we go. BE. I don't know if this is going to be in... Can I keep these always on top? Options. Oh, God. What the heck? Sorry. BE. They're kind of stalled out. Unless they... Yes, what a relief. Good. Do they know cryptocurrency is going down the tube since FTX went under? I don't know. Some hacker, I think, is blackmailing them to get money from them. So, what is this company? B Rules? Be a better you? What is this? BE? B Rules? What is this? BRules.com. What is this product about? Our philosophy revolves around empowering individuals to take control of every aspect of their life. What is this, self-help? Our unique ecosystem provides an opportunity for people from all walks of life to build and own a business from their smartphones while living their best life. Oh, shit. No. Be your own boss. You have what it takes. Oh, no. And earning disclosure statement, what? Okay. And what? Earning averages for 2020. Where's 2021? What is this? Earning average for 2021? I mean 2020. Where's 2021? Ambassador 1,933,873 for 2020. Royal Diamond $741,031. Independent brand influencers. Oh no. No. Below earnings is a BEIBI. BB. That's what I'm calling them now. Are based solely upon the successful sale of products and services to customers and their usage of those products and services. Oh, this rash. IBIs will incur expenses in operating their BE business as a BB, license fee, and other possible operating expenses. Shit, what is this? Start your journey. Wow, there's no way. There's no way to get to the next level. We love a video. Where's the music? Zoom in. Scene change. No. Scene change. Oh, come on. You need a different angle. Needs to be panning. Ugh. And the credit card. We ain't watching this. No. Oh, voiceover. Yep, self-help. Nixium was self-help and undercurrent sex cult. Wow. Oh. Trading? Hell no. This sounds just like an iGenius pitch. No, there's safety there. God. Why did they not size this in the website correctly? Wendy! How are you? Hi, Tanya. Oh, I miss getting to see you, Wendy. Oh, we're covering this MLM now. Okay. B. Just because of their catchphrase. All right. All right, where's our notes? B. And there's contact us. All right. Can I put this in there? Can I put this in? No? Yes, we can. There it is. I'm gonna fix it. Oh, we can put pictures in. Yes! All right. Okay. So, we've got the CEO. We've got their contact information. We've got, and we need their top earners, which are Juan Fernando Franco and Ivan Martinez, and we're going to look them up right now on InstaSpam. Top earners. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Juan Fernando Franco. Franco. Is this entrepreneur? Is this the wrong one? I found another entrepreneur that I was not looking for. Juan Fernando Franco. Is this him? Nope. Okay. B. Rules. Nope. What's it called? Where is your social media? Where? Okay, we already know it's here. Just use your brain, DC. Okay. Where is their InstaSpam? Twitter, Instagram. And this is their Instagram. Copy. No. Okay. So, 3 following. Who would you be following? Yes! We found the CEO. Oh, Lenza. 134,000 followers? Oh my god. And so this is this. Instagram. Why is this all different size? I know why that it is. Okay. Font. I'm sick to my stomach. I just want a regular font. Montserrat. I want it the same size. Can we do that? Sure. Nope. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'll take notes later. Okay. Instagram is at I am MONIRISLAM. And he is verified. Okay? 134K followers. Living my best life. Okay, buddy. Okay, so we've got that guy. Who we got next? Okay, this is a different one. This is our dude. Okay, 1.1 million followers? What? How do we not know about this dude? Maybe this is him too. Yep. At MOYNISLAM, 1.1 million followers. Holy crap! Hi, Hunter. We're rabbit trailing it. In case I fall asleep. Good night, everyone. Good night, Wendy. Oh, no, don't worry, Wendy. Happy to help. You found this dude. Hunter, you want to stream on this guy? He owns a company called BE Rules or whatever. And it is cryptocurrency stuff. It's like if iBoomerang and iGenius had a baby. Quantum. Oh, there's a blog. Oh, this is just for SEO purposes. There's no way this is helpful. Okay. So we got this guy. We've got 2 sticky notes so far. This is great. Who's this guy? Chief Technical Officer. We got this dude too. Great. All right. CTO is EHSAAN. I think that's his brother. At I am EHSAAN on Instagram. 43.9K followers. Hunter, I'm gonna need $900 to fly over. I had this $911 credit come from Qantas out of nowhere. I don't know how, but I have a year to spend it. Yeah, you can join. Hunter, let me send you a link. A link. Where's my interview button? Hunter, where should I send it? On Instagram? Hold on. I'm finding it. Window? If you want to join, you're totally welcome to. Comments and reactions, camera switcher. Where's the interview? Interview? There we go. I'm grabbing you the link. Do you want me to send it on Instagram? Let me go back to this channel. Oh, wait. Let me add Hunter here first. Can I duplicate this? No. Can I duplicate this? Oh my god. I'm sick to my stomach. Okay. Squircle. Hunter. Guest number 1. Guest number 2. Okay, I'm ready for you. I'm sending you the link. Except I'm not going to... Okay, there we go. There we go. Hunter. Oh, shit. Hunter. Okay, just sent you the link. And so it should fully populate. Here, Hunter should be right up there in a few seconds. Nope, this is Ucam. Just click on the link. It'll pop up on your computer or your phone. You can do either one. This is Ucam. But yes, you need to eat first. You don't want to crash. Oh, I'm still here. Sorry. Yes, I'm messed up on my messages. Sounds like your computer is steam powered. Yeah, but you can crash my... Oh. It's the easiest. Okay. You just click on it and no worries. We'll just keep snooping. All right. All right, so we've got this one. New sticky note. Okay. Maybe I should move the ones we've taken notes on off the screen. Okay. Let's go. Oh, Jenna's up there too. I've done a video on Jenna's Woggle before. IX Global. 5 million to 22 million, 340% increase. IX Global. Oh, I need to make sure the sound's correct because we don't want an echo. And I know... Oh, I did it again. Okay, hopefully it'll stay on this. Okay. What is this? IX Global US. Self-betterment platform. There's an app. She used to be number 1. Yep, you're correct. I think people are not submitting their payroll because I think this is more like, it's obviously an independently run website. There's no way, like there's no main system that collects all this information. It's all based on, oh, nothing. Well, no, Tish, we would not want to take away from any like good echoes that come from your channel. Echoes are good, except not on my channel because it's awful over here. Yep, hempwork/MyDailyChoice. You are correct. Contact. How it works. How does this work? IX Global. Okay, let's see. Let's see. We've got IX Global. I don't think it sounds super fun. IX Global. www.ixglobal.us. Leverage today's most addictive trends. Addictive trends? What? No, what the hell? Can I just paste without formatting? Darn it. I have to type it. This is like straight up cult shit. Alright. Any long-lasting change or transformation comes with information and support. At IX, our community of like-minded individuals are here to help and support you through whatever trials or difficulties you are currently experiencing in life. How have I never heard of this? I'm sure other creators have done stuff on this. IX has created a platform that will help you innovate and transform your life. Our platform utilizes some of today's latest trends, and then we weave those trends together with good old-fashioned principle-centered development. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. No. Okay, where's my sticky note? Let me... Is this it? This is it. Well, that's cool. I didn't know I could put my sticky notes. I mean, I know I did earlier, but... Yep, look at that. It's in there. This is awesome! Oh my gosh, Hunter's here! Okay. Let me add... Assigned guest 2! Hunter, what's up? Let me fix this. Oh my gosh, have you been on anyone's streams yet? No?
No,
Okay.
this is the first one.
Yes! What's up, y'all? Send good hearts in the chat for Hunter. This is so exciting. I'm like, I don't know what to say. We're just rabbit trailing it tonight, but I feel like this is a good one for you to step in on because you are always like the psychology king and have all the good things to say about shit. So
Love it. Sorry about the beard.
that's okay. I think everyone's just going to enjoy looking at you, Hunter, regardless of like if you have a beard or not. So you are definitely the eye candy for the stream, and I'm here for it. Oh, camera ready. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Can you tell the live chat or like the replay crew like who you are and what how you even found like anti-MLM stuff and what you do and all that other good stuff?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think most people know me just from the rounds, you know.
Sure.
As to how I found anti-MLM, I kind of can't really remember. I've got so many stories about working in corporate jobs where they were shaped pretty much like a pyramid scheme. So I think just kind of like the whole scammy side of things always rubbed me the wrong way, and I'm passionate about it. Like I really don't ever want to see. I hate bullies. I hate people who try to, get one up on someone else.
Yeah.
And more than anything, it's like it's a really unsung kind of area of interest. Like people, even when I talk about it sometimes with people in real life, they either know or they have no idea.
Yeah.
And that's in Australia. So, what was the other question?
I don't know, whatever you want to tell us, but I think a lot of my chat knows you from all the other awesome live streams, and your comments always win the day in everyone's chat. So, yeah, I don't know, like, but what did you go to school for? Because I remember we were talking about it on your Twitch one time on one of your Tinder streams, I think, but you always have very insightful things to say, and it's always super calming, at least for me, to like be on your Twitch streams. I haven't been in a while because I've just been trying to stay afloat over here, but you're always such a good conversationalist, and you make everyone feel so comfortable on your Twitch streams. But what did you go to school for, and I don't know, how'd you get good at talking to people and stuff?
Well, my degree is psychology, if that's what you mean. Like my university, yeah. So
Yeah.
I went to school for psychology, but realistically, I think just I enjoy meeting new people. Like I don't think there's anyone who I've really met in the last 10, 15 years who I haven't tried to be friends with first. And then, you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy people. I enjoy knowing about the differences in people, knowing about how things can go, being friends with someone, not being friends with someone. Like, I enjoy a lot of the social factors with that sort of stuff. But, I'm just a country boy. I'm really no one special. Like,
Hunter, be nice to yourself. No way. You're so like I'm not giving you too much credit. I'm not. live chat knows I'm a harsh critic, so I'm not giving you too much credit. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. So
I just wanted to say to Harper, I wonder why this is clearer than Twitch.
are you streaming to Twitch through OBS?
No, I just clicked the link, but
Oh,
Harper's sort of like been helping me with Twitch stuff and like letting me know if the sound is off and stuff like that. But I don't know why I'm clearer in here than OBS.
I don't know. OBS sometimes is a little bit quirky sometimes for sure. I don't. The only thing that I know is like the math formula for calculating your stream, like your upload speed, and then I don't know. There's just some weird math formula to do the bit rate.
Yeah, the frames per second. That's why I had to switch from using. Sorry, everyone. We're just talking about weird stuff, but I was using Twitch Studio, I think it was called. It was like it's like a beta thing.
Yeah.
And then I switched back to OBS. But originally I was using Streamlabs. So I might even go back to Streamlabs. But
yeah. Streamlabs has a lot of cool things built into it, so.
Oh yeah, the background and stuff? Yeah.
Yep.
You can get it from Streamlabs.
Yep. And I'm pulling the live chat on the screen in through Streamlabs, like a Streamlabs widget. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little widget on the screen that's bringing up the live chat, even though we can see the live chat will be there on the stream. But on people's phones, sometimes it's hard to have the live chat open and then also this big screen. So we just have it on the screen. But
yeah, I've got a Chromecast. So I've got like a television just here in front of me. I usually just Chromecast, and then I've got my phone out where I'm on chat on my phone, because it's just too much effort to fire it up on a laptop every time.
For sure.
But I've noticed that like, you can't tag people on mobile.
Yep. It's the worst. It is the worst.
Mm.
I don't know why they can't fix that either, because I know it would take up a lot. I don't know if it would, but I wish you could tag people on phone, but you can't. It's awful. Oh, so let me ask you a question real quick. If you had to pick of the MLMs that you know about, what is the one that you dislike the most, and why?
That's a really good question. Dislike the most. I mean, there's a number of different things coming to my mind. I think the first one that came up in my mind was Monet.
Okay.
Probably because I've had the most experience with them, like speaking with them, understanding the lies that they would tell, the people who would leave and go over to iGenius, even talking with Dre, because I've had conversations with her.
Oh, really?
And for anyone who doesn't know, yeah, I guess people don't really know this because I don't make it that apparent. Sometimes I do. But I do a lot of like behind the scenes stuff.
That's incredible.
And like, and I don't think people really like know that. And that's why I call myself like an advocate for anti-MLM. But it's like, so I've had full conversations with the support team over at Monate. Had things deleted.
Oh, you can
from. It'll probably just come out. Had things deleted from Dre's Instagram. Like a lot of things, yeah. But I just don't talk about it because it's like it's chipping away. You know, it's doing the bare minimum that I need to do.
Yep.
People who speak out are doing the bare minimum that they need to do, and it all adds up. You know.
Yeah.
So
I think that's cool. That's super cool.
And next one would be probably Beachbody, just because of I'm really not a fan of the whole like you need to be this shape, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And I think in third place probably It Works.
Oh,
Just
that surprises
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Why it works
yeah.
as number 3 spot?
Again, just one of the ones that I know a lot about in the faith manipulation. Um, I think it's really heavy there. It's also
Yep.
heavy in Young Living, and I'm just not a fan of that. Like, I'm not going to talk about my religious perspectives, but you can probably assume that I'm not really a fan of institutionalized religions
Sure.
as much as I am, you know.
Yep.
What are yours? What are your top 3?
Oh, that's a good question. Young
So I have
Living.
wine as well.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Probably Young Living's. I don't know if it's number 1, but it's high up there because of my background experience. Like, one, being in it, but when I was in, I was helping like keep things compliant within our team, and it was just a losing battle of, why is this not compliant? Well, why does it violate policies and procedures? Well, why does it violate the FTC? Well, why does it matter? Well, protecting the consumer and making claims that oils can do stuff by contact your skin, and that it somehow I don't know, gets into your cells and stuff, and within 10 seconds. And it's like, in the policies and procedures, you're not supposed to make structure function claims about topical application, and you literally can't, because it hasn't gone through any testing. It's not regulated by the FDA in terms of, like, it's a supplement, so you can't make any claims, and they do all the time to sell the product. So and preying on people's fears about getting sick, and or the potential to get sick, is shitty for sure. Beachbody,
Yeah,
the whole,
paparazzi as well.
yeah.
I was gonna say.
Someone that I've done a few streams with, Kirsty Flickinger. She hasn't posted in a while, but she's an ex paparazzi consultant, and then I was following that whole testing of the metal stuff for a long time. Paparazzi's wild. I don't know. Mary Kay is someone that Val and Gus cover a lot. I was in Mary Kay back in 2013 to the beginning of 2014, and I left at the end of 2015. And the behavior control, like choosing happiness, always being happy, and if you are not, then you can poison your team. Having to wear like a uniform, and like women having to wear skirts and dresses, like not being allowed to wear pants or trousers, having to wear closed-toed shoes. I mean, it's like professional, I get that, but it was very...
Did you watch that interview with Not the Good Girl on Mary Kay?
Yes, I did. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it much like that?
Yeah. Yep. And it was weird because it was a weird mix, because there are some people that are genuinely nice, I thought, in Mary Kay, and they seem to try to help people when they could. When my mother-in-law, before she passed away, she had brain cancer, and I was up there living with her to take her to her doctor's appointments, but I was still selling actively. So I basically moved my business from Mississippi to Wisconsin, and in between taking her to her appointments and caring for her at home, I was getting cold leads and doing that and getting trained. And all the people in the Mary Kay people that were in my team who were located in that area made my mother-in-law frozen meals so that she wouldn't have to cook and stuff like that. So it was a weird thing to get a lot of negative things with it, and then also experience some positive. And I don't know if it was love bombing or not, but it was just it was a weird, twisty, like intermeshing of religious stuff, behavior control, emotional control, saying that some thoughts aren't good to think, some emotions aren't good to feel, because if you start thinking about negative things, then you're going to become a negative person, and we don't have those people here on our team.
Well,
So
that was kind of going to be my next question. Is it's like I can't speak to MLM specifically. I can speak a lot about pyramid structures, scams, etc. But if I were to ask you the question of what did you love most about it, I know it's like a cringy thing to go through, but what really was the beating heart of why you stayed in, even through all of the red flags, which I'm sure you
sure.
went through in your mind? And
Yeah, I was an okay salesperson. I was top in our area, in our individual team, in our national sales organization. I was top 10 for sales, and that was from cold leads. So I felt like, from a sales perspective, talking my way into an organization, setting up meetings, being able to set up events, that was a skill that I learned, and that I would say that that would be more of a sales skill. Now it's the product is what it is, and it's a makeup cosmetic consumable product. But that is, I was selling. I like working. I've worked my whole life, and I went from playing tennis pretty much full time to getting injured. So then I ended up working and going to school full time. And so after I got married, we moved to a different state, and I was like, oh, I want to do something. And I ended up, thought I was helping a friend with her recruiting pitch, and I ended up signing up for Mary Kay. So I stayed in just for, I didn't want to let people down. I stayed in for so long. I'd already spent money on inventory. I felt like it was the sunk cost fallacy of, that was one of the biggest ones that held me in, because I didn't want to fail, because I had already, I spent a lot on inventory, and I sold a lot in inventory. But in Mary Kay, they tell you that you need to have a full inventory. So they always encourage you to continue using some of your profits to build up your inventory to a full store or full stock, which is about $12,000. It was about $12,000 at the time. So it just was, I felt bad.
Another question I have around multi-level marketing as a term is, when you're in, is that when you discover what it is? Or do you already have some kind of knowledge in the zeitgeist of what multi-level marketing is, and you just don't know exactly how dangerous it is, but you still go, I'll give it a shot? Where is the idea of, this is multi-level marketing, this is what I want to do next, I'm going to go to another multi-level marketing company? Like, where does that come from?
I think that there's this hope that maybe you really didn't work it correctly, and that's why it didn't work. Initially, when I ended in 2015, I was like, this is too painful to, one, have lost all these people I thought were friends that they've never spoken to me again. And so I was like, I'm never getting in again. So I didn't get in until 4 years later with another company. But when I was in, the sales pitch that got me to sign up, I believed everything that she said. I believed that this would be great because I move around every 2 years, that I could pick, like, and I could take care of my customers and build a new customer base and, sell all around, because I care about people legitimately. I wanted to be able, like, if people liked Mary Kay and they bought from me, I wanted to be able to continue providing that to them. And so when I was listening to the sales pitch, I was like, okay, they earned their car in 6 months. They went to director. If they can do it, people who don't know how to sell can do it. If I can learn sales, I can do that too. And so I kept thinking, like, well, what's wrong? Why isn't this working? Why can't I was not a big recruiter because I would say, I'm not earning a full-time income from this right now. I'm working about this much. And I tried to inform people. I did end up recruiting people, but it wasn't this is incredible opportunity. You're going to be able to make money. There's no ceiling. I didn't say any of that. And so it definitely was a point of contention between me and the director I was under. So in 2019, when I initially had said to the person who asked me about Young Living, no, I had a really bad experience in multi-level marketing. I don't want to do it again. And they kept asking, and I eventually caved. So I had initially thought like, okay, well, I know the downfalls of what I experienced in Mary Kay. I just won't do that. I won't just buy inventory for the sake of inventory. I won't.
I'll be better. I'll be different.
Yeah.
I'll be clever.
Yeah, I can be more approachable. I can be more charismatic. I can be more outgoing. I could be more. I could do better. I could be better. I could run this ethically, and I can make it work this time because I've already had a bad experience, and now I know what pitfalls to avoid. And it's all a triangle, so it doesn't really work like that. So
Yeah, I mean, I always kind of harken back to it's like pissing in the wind. It's the best way. If I came across someone who's curious about multi-level marketing, I'm like, yeah, it's like pissing in the wind, man.
yeah.
But the reason I asked that question was because on the screen we're looking at, those little dot points there,
Yep.
tell me how all of those dot points don't encompass your entire life.
Yep, you're correct. You're correct. I mean,
Every
and
single aspect of your life is
yep,
right there in 9 dot points or
Yep.
11 dot points or whatever.
yep. Productivity, health, fitness, spirituality, mind, career, influence, love, mindfulness, social. They're gonna infiltrate and kind of seep into every part of your life. And when you probably, and if you even have one win on any one of those points, you're gonna think, wow, this works. Wow, I'm getting so much value from it. I can work and do the other stuff. So I'm guessing they're luring people in.
That's what I was going to say is, I don't know if this is maybe video ideas for anyone, but imagine breaking down each of these points and going how it affects each of those. So like, let's say productivity. You have to work off the clock. We already know that.
Yeah.
So that's, health, depending on what MLM you're in, of course. Fitness goes with health. Spirituality, again, depending on how heavy the faith is in some MLMs. Mind, by model, career, question mark.
Yeah. Yep.
Influence is something you either have or you don't have. You
Yep.
can't learn how to influence people as much as they try to like sell you the webinars and the seminars, but no. Love. What does love have to do with it? I don't understand that one.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm like, all right.
Yep.
Try to spin that one. Mindfulness, that comes down to the information control, and social, that comes down to the,
Yep.
pushing everyone away kind of thing.
Yep.
So it's all really right there.
Yep.
And that's what I've always found quite brutally honest with some of these MLM ads. It's really funny. It was probably about a year ago now, I almost got pulled into one.
Really?
Even knowing what I know, yeah.
Wow.
It wasn't like a conventional one. It was someone on LinkedIn. I'd just applied for a bunch of jobs. And she'd reached out and called me, obviously, right away. And I can't even remember what it was for. It was for some kind of coaching of some sort. And she asked me how much money I wanted to make, and immediately a red flag went off.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So she sent me through a bunch of information, which was in the form of 50 to 60-minute videos.
Wow.
And obviously at that point, I realized what was going on. And so I emailed it back, and I was quite respectful of it because she was an older lady. And I just said, I'm not interested in multi-level marketing. She sent me back an email that was so rude. It was like, "Hi Hunter, this isn't multi-level marketing. It's something different," and like went through all the details about how it's different, how you get paid for this, that, and the other, and then you don't pay downline. I might even go ahead and find the email
Oh, I love that.
just for shits and gigs, because
Yeah.
I remember going through someone else who, at the time, well, I'm friends with them, but I met them through anti-MLM community. I think her name was Brenda, and I ran it past them. They were like, "That makes no sense what she just said." All right, I've got it.
Okay.
So yeah, so I said something to the effect of like, "I'm not interested in multi-level marketing." Like, you do you, whatever. She said, "Hi Hunter, I understand from our communication at this time." Oh wait, did she send me a follow-up? That's weird. I never saw that. Oh, okay. Anyway, she sent me a second email. Righto. Uh, Hello, Hunter. Unfortunately, you have the incorrect name of the business model. It is not multi-level marketing. It is direct marketing with 80% of sales profit to you. There is no one who gets a percentage of the sale other than you. Only 20% goes to corporate. So already contradicts itself.
Yep.
I have been involved in multi-level marketing previously, and I can tell you what I am offering is nowhere like MLM. I know how much work you have to go through to get a small fraction of what you can earn here. However, it is your decision, and I am not prepared to convince you if you can't see the difference. Thank you for your interest. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. All the best, Brenda.
All the best.
So-
Kind of like F you, Hunter. That's kind of like the ending of that. Oh.
Pretty much. And I was like, I was a little salty, so I reported it. Like, I reported it Instagram, LinkedIn
Sure.
profile page, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Business profile page.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't realize how easy it is to actually slide into something that is nefarious. It's that easy.
Yep.
Outside of MLM, though, to go back to your first question, like why MLM? I'm also really into like sort of scammer payback. And
Oh, I love that.
looking at what's happening with crypto, and my best friend who I lived with very, very recently was heavy into crypto, and I didn't realize at the time what was happening, but he ended up telling me he was in a lot of debt, and I'm like, you earn more than me, and you live alone. Like he was on about 140K, right? Like a pretty decent salary, but he was living like a pauper, and I could not figure out why. And then I lived with him, and I was like, why are you packing these really, really cheap lunches, like spending five? Turns out he told me 70K he'd lost on I was like, 70, and he just laughed it off. It was the craziest thing. He was just like, yeah, the ups and downs. I was like, okay, trying to put pieces together in my head, going like, okay, so maybe it was over a period of time and it was incremental, and maybe he, and then I saw what happened with FTX, and I was like, oh no, this is just a bigger scam. And I was there living with him, being very heavy, talking with him about anti-MLM stuff, and he never put the two together, and I never put the two together. And
Wow.
we're not in touch anymore, but I would be really curious to see what his thoughts were about like the whole FTX trash, because I guarantee what he would do is try to maneuver it in a way it's like, well, this is good because we can do X, Y, and Z now.
Yep.
Whereas before we couldn't do that because FTX was, And that's how crypto works. It's a rotating wheel that just
Yeah.
keeps going in one circle. So it's really hard to recognize it as a pyramid scheme unless somebody is genuinely trying to shill some of their webinars, whatever iGenius does, basically.
Yep.
You know,
Yep. And on
the
that
trainers
call,
there.
yep, they were trying to Anthony Napolitano when we snuck in. Well, they didn't sneak in; they sent us the link. But on Sunday, when Tish and Val and Gus and Aaron and Julie Joe and Jessica and I were streaming, they were talking about, or Anthony was talking about partly like, oh, it's, you have to stay in. You can't just sell when you lose a ton of money because it's going to go back up eventually. And this is long term. And when you talk about stuff like that, people who want a sure thing or trust what you are telling them, they're going to stay in or even get in when they're not financially set up.
Well, that's actually the catch, is if you tell enough people to stay in, they don't realize it's a pump and dump, which is more of a Ponzi thing, I understand. But
Yeah.
the more people and that's why you have YouTubers saying, go and invest in this, go and invest in that, in Dogecoin or this or that and the other. And it's just because they're about to do a pump and dump. And it's really, really crazy how you'll be like, oh no, I really care about this coin. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
No one ever asks that question, why? With an MLM, you can at least fall back on the product.
Sure.
At the very least, right?
Yep.
You can say, I really like the product. The product does this for me. And then with regards to crypto, I mean, apart from, like, you got the community, you got the crypto bros, right? But
Yep.
apart from the fact that volatility is either your best friend or your worst enemy, what do you have to say, this is great, this is fantastic? Not a lot.
Yep.
Money.
Yep.
Like, I never understood it. And I almost got pulled into it with living with my mate.
Sure.
But my I didn't have enough ID to sign up.
Well, I guess it's a saving grace a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little bit like that.
Yeah. Yep.
But anyway, do you want to keep digging through?
Yeah. Yep. So
Yes,
this
sir.
is sure. So I've just been taking some notes on Business for Home, just trying to see if there's anything interesting that comes up. This is that self-help one. So IX Global. It doesn't look. This is the most probably interesting thing. So like the leverage today's most addictive trends, which that's a red flag for me. So then I'm going to. Joe Martinez is the CEO, so I'm going to go to Instagram and see what we've got. They've got a podcast. Okay, so I'm just adding that to my notes. Oh, did I close it?
What MLM was this? Oh, what scheme is this?
Yep, it is self-help, I think. So self-help, from what I understand. It's
You
wild.
wanted me to get fired.
Oh my god. Let me see. Yeah, this is B. Hold on. So this is IX Global. And again, these are the top reported. I'm not saying these are the top in actuality because this website only it takes submissions from people. It's not like they have access to a database where they can rank and track, people's incomes based off of their taxes they're filing or based on what the companies are paying out. They have to submit these manually. So it's hit or miss whether the true top earners are going to be there. But the Dexter Yeager, the Yeager Group, used to be closer to the top. Now he's down as number 7. Jenna was at number 1 at one point. But again, I don't know if she was ever truly number 1. She just continues to report her income to Business for Home. But IX Global,
In there as well.
The CEO is Joe Martinez. I think we got that. Let's see. I didn't get that. Return. CEO Joe Martinez. And then, so normally just try to watch a YouTube to see if there's like a trailer. Oops.
Oh, he's doing that thing I hate. Where people put their fingers together.
Oh, well, what is
like
that?
this.
What does that mean? Like, what is that? Just a personal, like, you don't like that, or what is that? Why does that irritate you?
It's just a trained thing.
Okay.
It means nothing. It's just a way of saying we're together.
Ooh.
But trying to, because if he just had his hands by his side, it wouldn't be as impactful. But when you do that, it's like we're in this together.
Yep.
We're enmeshed. Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's if anything, it's just like a subtle cue.
Sure.
Is it playing sound?
It is. Let me go ahead and switch this because I know. Let me fix it. I'm gonna go back. Can you hear it now? Yes.
Hi, my name is Joe Martinez. I'm the founder of IX. I just
Can
want
you
to
hear it
take
now,
a minute
Hunter?
and explain what is IX.
Okay.
Well, the I represents you. It represents me. It represents us as individuals in everything that we are, mind, body, and spirit. And the X is the potential that we have inside of us. It represents the multiplier. It represents growth. And so I and X together, it is a platform that's going to take your life to the next level. Through education, through tools, they're going to help you grow and become a better person. And it's said best in our mission statement. We are here to innovate, inspire, and impact in the lives of those.
Possibly the sound is playing through.
Okay. Live chat, is the sound coming through? I see it playing on my I see it on the audio input, but let me know if y'all can hear it. You can hear it now? Okay, great.
All right.
Endeavor to become more. So if you're looking to become more, a better version of yourself, if you're looking to better your finances, if you're looking to better your mindset, we have information and technology for you. Download our app, take a look at our community, take a look at IX Social, take a look at our portal, take a look at everything that we have and make a decision. But all I can tell you is that we are here to support you in the difficult moments, and we're here to congratulate you and cheer you on when you're having success. So welcome to the community, guys. We'll see you guys soon.
So that didn't tell us anything.
One of the things that I try to do with shit like that is we know better, right? Like we're on the other side of the fence at this point.
Yeah.
We can look at that and it washes over like water off a duck's back. Somebody out there sees that message and it still hits.
Yep.
I try to look at what they say in something as simple as that and try to figure out why that like what leads them to the path of going, yeah, this is going to be. Is it the fact that he said your life will be better?
Yeah.
Is it as simple as that? Is it whole orchestra of what he just put together? Is it that he seems like a personally trustworthy guy? Is it that maybe that somebody could go and do their own research and see that he might be right? Research. Those kinds of videos really like get to me. I think those are the worst ones. Worse than the Zooms.
Yep.
It's those really elevator pitch free type ones.
Yeah. And again, I think a lot of people, like, if you're just taking the MLM part about it, I think people want to learn how to interact with people better. They want to learn how to interact with their friends better. They want to just kind of, I don't know, take it into their own hands, be able to become a better person, whatever that means. And these businesses, I think they prey on that, or they leverage people's want to grow, and they exploit it in my opinion, unethical business model. Someone reached out to me that her brother is in thousands and thousands of dollars of debt from going to self-help conferences. So like between $15,000 in debt from that. And he's trying to, apparently there's a recruiting aspect of it too. And he has a family. He has them to provide for.
So,
And he's just,
first, I think my audio's off with chat
oh
saying
no.
I'm an echo, but that's okay. Um,
Okay,
I
let me try to
like
fix it.
night classes. Is that what you mean, like night classes?
No, just like, what, maybe it's bigger here. Let me just try to fix the echo real quick. 1 second. I'm just gonna.
We don't really have. I mean, I might just be oblivious, but we don't really have. Um, we don't have many MLMs. I did know one person who was an MLM, but that was years before I knew what was happening. And we don't have like a lot of scams going on here. You know, so like I'm trying to picture how that comes about, like a self-help or self-development course or class. Uh, is it online? Is it in person? Like, what are they really getting from it?
I think there's a certain amount of like actual feel good adrenaline when they're at an event. When they feel like they're learning something that is earth shattering for them. You're surrounded, and if it is an in person event, you're surrounded by other people excited about being a better person, being a better employee, being a better whatever that looks like. That maybe they feel like they can't learn on their own, and that some kind of group, some type of kind of like Tony Robbins or those type of inspirational coach speaker people are helping others to achieve some kind of I don't know, growth. It's really big here in the United States. Just again the self-help books, but there's lots of like marriage conferences, just I don't know, like self-help, large group awareness training. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but it's like a
I think
very
I get
big
what you
industry.
mean. Yeah, I think that ties in with what Harper said. Why is there less scams where I'm at? In all honesty, I think it has to do with tradition because Australia is a much, much younger country than most of the others. And so our traditions haven't been as forged as they have in religion for as long as they have. And so we can kind of see something a bit further away than we would if, and I don't know how to say this without saying like we think different to Americans because it's not really that different, but it is in cases like that. Also, the other reason is there just isn't enough people. Like we have a really low population density, like a very, very, very low population density. We're the size of America, but we have 26 million people. Where I live personally, in the biggest city in the world, 6 million people.
Wow.
So when you think about it, it just isn't as conceivable. Knocking on doors also would be a nightmare. So I can't imagine back in the early days that going out into the Australian sun and going door to door with makeup is very viable.
Yeah.
I'd probably give up myself after the first whatever. Um, and also just like we're not as capitalist. We are capitalist, but we're not as money hungry. So
Interesting.
people aren't as ready to look for side hustles and things like that. Most people can get a job because of, again, the population density. So it just doesn't click for a lot of people to do something like that. The one caveat to that is young people, and that's why Monat got in, because younger people have healthier hair. That's kind of how it works. Tupperware was a thing, and Mary Kay wasn't a thing here. Avon was, and I think Juice Plus. No, not Juice Plus. Sorry, Herbalife. Herbalife.
Oh, Herbalife.
Those were the only ones that were like really prolific. Now, trying to break into the Australian market in an MLM is like running uphill through water. It would just be the stupidest decision, so people opt not to do it. And that's kind of why we don't have it. But then when you're on this side of the fence and you're looking at people going like, oh, this is a great opportunity and stuff, it's like, yeah, I if I were in your position, I probably would too. 100%.
Yeah. Yep.
But I'm not. That's just how it goes.
So now that Monat kind of broke into the market in Australia relatively recently, why do you think that, or like, what's your assumption about why Monat even wanted to try to get into the market when it's way different and there's it's way harder, being from what you've said about the population density, and I know you said younger people have healthier hair and stuff like that, but I can't imagine. I just don't know why Monat would want to try to get into Australia.
I think they're shooting their shot. That's it, really. I think they probably had like certain paperwork pending to be able to sell in different countries, and it just happened to be that Australia said yes. So did Canada previously, and I think Lithuania or something, like weird places.
Yeah.
There's also very much like an aesthetic that comes with Instagram and people in Australia, that you're on the beach and that kind of ties in with Monat because you're showing off your hair and you're able to show more lifestyle type things. And I think lastly is there might be more. Oh, I mean, apart from the fact that we're not poor as a country, like that just being said,
Yeah.
I think there might be more money to be made in salons. That's my real thought about it. Yeah.
Okay. So do you okay, so question about Monat. Who would you say is one of the more problematic independent brand partners or independent contractors in Monat, or who's someone that ticks those boxes for you, and what about them is problematic for you?
I don't really know anyone left in Monat worth talking about. I think at the time it was Dre, because that's when I was speaking with her. Who's the guy?
Oh my God.
What's his name?
Stuart McMillan? The president of Monat? Or
Is it him?
maybe not. Is it the owner?
Who's the owner?
Let's see.
I don't
Louis
know,
Urdaneta?
Monat. It might be. No, it might be Stuart, or I might have my MLMs mixed up. Who's the guy? Ray Higdon?
Oh yeah, what was he in? I don't remember what.
He's not Monat.
No, he's not Monat.
Why did I have that confused? Anyway, doesn't matter. I guess when you're in like the MLM space, it gets a bit blurred lines. But
Yep.
yeah, look, I don't even really pay attention much to the people. But what I am curious of, do you know how if you Google Beachbody stock,
Yep.
right? Can you find that for any other? Because I tried to.
I don't know how many are publicly traded. I know Herbalife is, or was at one point. Herbalife.
Oh, is that what it is?
Some of them are private. So Mary Kay was private for a long time.
They're doing well.
and they went public, and then they bought all their stock back. And I don't know if they're I don't know if they're public anymore.
I thought maybe Monat would be, and the other one I thought was Young Living, but I couldn't find. Maybe it's under a different LLC.
Yeah, I think they're still privately held, or they have a board. I don't think Mary Young would give up that control if she can help it. Young Living stock price.
Yeah, I don't
Yep.
think they're gonna. If they were gonna go public, it probably wouldn't be for a while because it's too volatile.
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't personally, but Mary Young's a person.
Yep. 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 You're correct. Avon's public. Herbalife is. Visalis. Party Light. I thought Party Light was out of business. Primerica is the insurance one. New Skin.
yeah.
Tim Sales was a New Skin rep. He was pretty big. Kirby's public. Pampered Chef. World Book.
Can I just say how good Kirby vacuums actually really are?
Yeah, they're
Because we have-
incredible. They are.
really good.
Yeah.
That,
Yep.
that part of it, just like if somebody's like MLM's Kirby, I'm like, let's not talk about Kirby.
Yeah.
You know
Yep.
what I mean? Because they're really good vacuums.
Yeah. So that brings up a good question. There's kind of like maybe two main group. Well, there's a group of in the people who make content talking about the dangers of MLM. One positioning is all MLM products are shit, and my thought is some of them aren't shit. And so, what's your perspective? Not that you'd want to support an MLM. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, I don't think just because something's associated with a multi-level marketing company automatically makes it awful or not, that it doesn't work.
Oh, yeah, I think I have the same perspective as you. It's like I live my life like everyone else, and if you've got something that works for you, then it works for you. Like if you've got Mary Kay makeup and you personally like the blush,
Sure.
who's to say that that is bad? You know, and it's the same with Tupperware. I think is probably the best comparison to make. It's like everyone knows that Tupperware is good. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's a one size fits all. That's not
Yeah.
really something. And LuLaRoe, I'm sure, was great. I'm sure back in the day they were really, really good. I don't wear leggings. I don't know anyone who ever bought them,
Yeah.
of course, but I think about Saint as well. Saint seems like it could be a commercial brand if it wasn't under the same structure.
Oh.
But you can't take the thing that we don't like, the structure, and make the same assumptions about the actual quality of the product.
Yep.
If I came up with something tomorrow, which I don't know, like a coin flipper, whatever, and then I started an MLM out of that, and then people started calling my coin flipper every time you want to do heads or tails. I know it's stupid,
Yeah.
but if people started calling that trash, I'd be like, that's not what you should focus on.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. And I think that's a hard.
MLM.
Yeah, I think it's hard too if you're pro MLM and you're in an MLM and a lot of the conversation is, oh, the product associated with the product must be bad because it's being sold by an MLM. I don't think that's a great logical path to take because I think that it's hard. I'm just saying it's hard for people who like MLMs to get on board with that if they've found a product they really like genuinely, not just, the people in Beachbody.
I think you're very right, and I think those opinions usually come from people who have just left an MLM and they have a bit of disdain, which is
Sure.
applied to everything about the experience.
Yep.
But from someone who hasn't been in one, I feel as though I could pick and choose products for purchase and still be happy with my purchase without actually going into it. The other thing is, as well, is I think what you just said ties in very closely with the sunk cost fallacy. So if people feel as though they've lost a bunch of money and keep continuing on and yada yada yada, once they leave, they have to then look back at the remains of the sunk costs,
Yeah.
and they're going to try to find every avenue to place some kind of responsibility or blame or this or that until they, come full circle like yourself and go like, yep, no, I was a participant. But like, yeah, pointing fingers at the product doesn't really change anything. Pointing fingers at the business model doesn't either. Like real action needs to be taken. A question back to you, which is actually the inverse of what you've asked me. What do you think about people who don't care about the product but are more invested in the actual business structure? People who are, I love MLM, and they couldn't give two shits about whether it's makeup, jewelry, hair care, weight loss.
That's a good question.
Do you think they're on the other side of the understanding of what an MLM is?
Sometimes I think it's a range. I think it's a range, like you were saying. I think some people naturally are good at sales and they can sell anything. I think that, and I think there's some unethical things going on. For example, people, coaches in Beachbody, top coaches, showing how delicious, quote unquote, Shakeology tastes, how incredible it is, that it's such like a filling and delicious treat, and you should try it too. Well, when I tried it, I was really shocked and I was really disappointed. So from a sales perspective, getting sold, and I obviously didn't get sold on it. Someone sent it for me to try. But if I was a customer and I was really connecting with someone and I trusted them for their affiliate links or their product recommendations and ended up getting Shakeology, and it really, not even just, hey, this tastes more like a fruity type of, or a fruit-filled type of protein shake as opposed to more chocolatey, but it's still good. That would be one thing. But for it to be so awful to drink, the texture, the taste, the aftertaste, I think that is, I think there has to be a line somewhere to say, okay, I think you at least have to have some integrity with what product you're selling. Now, for like food ones, health and wellness, maybe that's a big deal. And maybe it's not as big of a deal for like makeup or, oh gosh, I don't know. I guess I'm still hoping. Yeah, I guess I'm just still hoping like there's not just millions of people out lying to do whatever they can to sell the product. And I just, it's like discouraging to think about that someone would be selling something that they know is awful and they're so good at selling that someone buys it.
That's a good point. So if, let's just say, a new MLM popped up and it was called Fizzy Bubbles or something, and it was about soda, right?
Yeah.
And they just laid everything out there, everything that we know as anti-MLM, everything from the jump.
Yeah.
All the bad, all the good, all the ugly. I guarantee there would still be people who joined.
Oh, sure. I think so too.
And that's kind of where I was getting at with that, because it doesn't have to be swindled past you, or like cloak and dagger, or like we'll tell you this but we won't tell you that until you're here. I honestly do think that people will still join them regardless. You could probably chuck Kanye West in there, people will still join it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
have some really bad press, people will still join it. And that's kind of what they bank on a lot of the time. So the marketing comes through in those instances.
Yeah.
By the way, join my downline because Fizzy Bubbles is really taking off, and we're going to go international very soon. So,
Oh, love to hear it.
no,
Love to hear it.
like I already want to join. I don't even want to know what the product is, and that's what happened with Elamir. I think like that's pretty much exactly what happened with Elamir. They kind of fell a little bit face first.
Yeah. Now, and again, I see the problem with Elamir too, and that's again the integrity stuff. If you're, let's say, and I don't know the psychology behind this, so maybe you can tell me. Let's say, I'll show you an example, or I'll share an example. Do you know that test where you have a bunch of people sitting? There was a bunch of people sitting in a room at a table. One was actually being tested, and the other were actors, and they were supposed to tell how. Which was which one's the shortest line? And so at the first few rounds, everyone was telling the truth, and then when all the other ones were told to basically lie about it, the person went along with those people. And I don't know all these terms. I'm just saying that seemed like what happened a little bit with Elamir, because you had a lot of people hearing about all these incredible results. So let's say maybe some of them were benefited. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt that it really helped them. And then other people were expecting it to benefit them because they saw their friend doing it, or they were really hoping and believing that it would work. Well, they're also in some like when you do a scientific study, you're supposed when you have a placebo group, you're supposed to see that's supposed to be a test to try to get good information. And I'm not really saying this correctly, but I think that the hype and the ground floor and hearing that other people are having good reactions, I think, people are like, well, I trust this person. They wouldn't lie to me. So I'm going to talk about the product, even though I haven't tried it yet. And, that person wouldn't lie to me. Well, everyone's different. So I don't know.
Yeah, so the Milgram Ash experiments, if for anyone who doesn't know, they had maybe 7 people. One of them was the actual test subject. The rest were people who were there to work with the experimenters to say, like, let's just say it's a matchstick next to another matchstick, one's longer than the other, and they go around the first time and they say, okay, which is longer? And everyone says A. Second time, B. And then the third time, actually, I think there might have been 3 matches. And then the second time, everyone except for the test subject would answer incorrectly on purpose. But the test subject felt so compelled to fit in with the group that they personally answered the wrong answer on purpose. So they said B when they knew it was A. A is the longer stick by a lot. Like it's obvious. Another one is when you look up in an elevator and you see how many people look up as well. That's social conditioning. But what you're talking about is confirmation bias.
Okay.
Which is a little different because it has to do with the fact that you're taking into effect that your friends or people you trust are trusting in something. And so you take their trust by proxy, and therefore you trust through them.
Mm.
And so it's a tiny bit different because given the same circumstances as the Milgram Ash experiment, you probably might choose something different to them.
Okay.
Like there's variability in that. But with confirmation bias, you're completely right. You wouldn't, because you would trust that if you're sitting next to your best friend during that experiment and they said B, you would say B solely on what they said, and you would disregard what everyone else said. So do you know where I'm getting at? Like,
yeah.
there's because of the proximity and the comfortability factor, which is why you don't get hard and fast sells in MLMs. You get these soft sells, these hey huns, these I want to be your best friend, because that's the best way that they can hit that note. But I can't really remember exactly how you framed the question, but I think with regards to hype, something like LuLaRoe, that is extremely apparent. Like you can see how it's like, well, Martha down the street, she's doing it, and so and so's doing it. That's mass hysteria,
Mm.
which kind of feeds into like a shared cognition. Um, it's kind of different. I don't know. I think about it in different ways, and I'll probably go off on a million tangents. So you just have to shut me up when I'm going forward. But I think there's the fact that it's staggered. When you come into one of these businesses, chances are you're not going in on the ground floor. Like, let's be honest, they might tell you you are, but people are already halfway through their process working through the MLM. And there's always that old saying where it's like, never compare your middle to someone else's end.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that?
Yes, I have. Yep.
And it's very much that. Like, never compare your success currently to someone's success that they've already worked for, even though that's the first thing you're taught to do.
Yeah.
And so that's, I think, where it sort of comes from, is this, like, they show you the way, they show you everything, and then they convince you that we're all doing the same thing, when realistically, you're actually not doing the same thing. You're doing a million different things to achieve the same goal.
Yeah.
It works the same in an actual company, right? Like,
Okay.
marketing isn't doing what sales is doing, isn't doing what, let's say it's a software company, what like the techs and the implementation people are doing, but we are working towards a shared goal. We're all part of the same company. But because we're not in alignment with our like, we're not bestie, like talking about the same things all the time, it actually works out in a healthy way. And that leads me to another thought that I want to ask a question about. The hive mind and that kind of whole thing. Did you ever really feel fiercely strong to the hive when a bee flew away? Did you ever question why I needed to block that person, excommunicate that person? And did that ever feel wrong, or did it always feel justified?
That's a good question. So I have an example. The person that I signed up with in Mary Kay, she broke a record in Mary Kay for, I think, the fastest qualification for director at the time. So I got in February. She hit director in March. And normally that's a 4-month recruiting. That's a 4-month process. So you have to get enough volume, which is $20,000. And you have to get 10. Is it 10?
Sales or BV?
That's a good question. It's whatever volume you're buying from the company. It's $20,000. So, and then there's another level to where you get the car as well. So she got both. So I'm working the business February, March, April, May. So she's fully in it, and maybe even June. But whenever Mary Kay convention comes around, I am driving and bringing the girls that have signed up with me from Mississippi to Dallas, Texas. And we get a Voxer notification with a voice message from the girl I signed up with saying that she had resigned her position with Mary Kay, that she wouldn't be attending, obviously, the convention because she wasn't going to be doing it anymore. And so we were going to this big event for 4 or 5 days without the person we were going to be able to celebrate. And all of the talk around the person who had left was, oh, well, she didn't want to get an assistant. She didn't want to hire the right people so she could free up her time. She didn't want to do all this stuff. And looking back on that, I should have been able to say, that doesn't really sound like her. That doesn't really sound like the person, because I actually had known her before I was in Mary Kay pretty well. And I was like, I should have been able to say, hey, you know what? Like, what you're saying right now doesn't align with who I know. Like, I've known that person longer than you have. that doesn't sound like her. That doesn't sound, so I should have spoken up instead of, it was really hard to have worked, 40, 50 hours a week selling Mary Kay Cosmetics and giving up time with my family and trying to make sacrifices to increase our volume and sell enough products so that she could hit director, and to not have her there. It was just like an emotional kind of hazy fog. And so all of the directors were on information control saying, oh, well, when you get to this position, you'll know better for next time because you need to do better time managing. Or she just didn't want to sacrifice in the short term so that she could have the long-term wealth, whatever, income that would come with just a few short months of working your business really hard. And I am disappointed in myself for not saying anything, for just letting that conversation continue to go on instead of saying, that doesn't really sound like her. So what really happened? What really was said? And that you're taught, like, from the beginning, at least in Mary Kay, that positive mindset, if you do all the things right, you're going to be able to make this work. And if you don't have a positive mindset, if you don't think about things the right way, if you don't A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then you're probably going to be one of those losers who aren't successful in Mary Kay, who end up quitting just at the finish line when they could have had everything. You don't want to be like that. And it's like, come on. Just, I should have done stuff differently for sure.
Well, that again goes back to this sunk cost, but that's quite, yeah, I never really thought about it from that perspective of, can I ask how they were relaying that message to you? Like, was this all through DMs, or did you actually meet up with them and they said this out loud? Like, why did it strike? And the reason why I ask that is because there's probably one or two people you have in mind when you're making your decision to stay, to not let down.
Yep.
Like, how did they have those grips?
It was in person, so all of our national sales director was there. The director who was trying to get to national was there, and she was the one that had initially recruited the girl who had recruited me. And to become a national sales director in Mary Kay, you have to have 20 directors underneath you. And she was close, especially with the girl that I had signed up with. And so when that girl left, her kind of vision for the finish line of getting the national sales director was kind of yanked out from under her. I think that, so there was whispering, there was, oh, it's okay, you don't need to be upset about this. Let's learn from this experience. Make sure that you get an assistant. Make sure that you blah, blah, blah. So, like, we were being told all this in person. So me and people on my team, and and that was coming from the national sales director, and that was coming from the senior executive sales director as well. So it was in person, and it was much more like emotions were heightened because we had all tried to push her to get to director fast. Or like we were all like trying to work together to help her, and the girl who had left, and like going there and not being able to celebrate with her, and all that time. Again, I think it's like you're saying, that sunk cost, but all that time that we all had spent to try to get her to director, and to not see that anymore, it was like, all for what? What the heck? And instead of saying, I'm glad that she was able to pivot so quickly and figure out this was not for her and be able to move on and do something that was healthier for her and her family. That's That's a that was a way better perspective that I should have had, but they should have not stirred the pot. I don't think. And again, it's that I think it's that thought control and behavior control. Like, they felt like they had to clamp down on us hard so that we wouldn't start jumping ship either, because all the reason that we were there was because of that girl or that woman, and she wasn't there anymore. So they had to villainize her and then treat us really well so we would stay in. And I stayed in for another frickin' year and a half. So,
Mm.
yep.
Yeah, I again, going back to what I was saying at the start, where it's sure I've not been in an MLM, but I've worked in structures where the same things happen. And now that I've finished up my last job, I kind of reflected back and I was like, you know, not. I've definitely worked jobs where it was close to a pyramid scheme. This one, not so much, but I noticed the same things, like the love bombing and the, you know, it might be Slack where you just get, invited to a bunch of channels on Slack, and like you start to get it's the same thing,
Yeah.
really, packaged in a different way. It's like an onboarding is a love bombing, and then you get added to all these channels and introduced to all these people, and then it's like if you don't perform the way that we want you to perform, it's pretty much over. And so when somebody leaves a company, you're not discouraged to talk to them, but you're not told the full story. And I think that's kind of the closest I can get to. I'm going to jump off in a second, but I have one last question.
Okay.
How do you feel about people who are interested in anti-MLM who haven't been in an MLM versus people who have? And we're all in the same community. We're all in the same soup.
Yeah.
How do you feel about, the kinds of content that people put out who haven't been in it versus people who have? Do you have a preference? Is it different for you? Is it like, do they strike the right chords or not the right chords? You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah. I don't think that one is more credible than the other. I more appreciate a thoughtful, honest conversation. And I look at it like this. Let's say you've never been bullied before. And you're walking around and you see someone bullying someone else. And even though you've never experienced that, you go over and you break up what's going on and help that person who needed help. That doesn't stepping in or getting help for that person, it's not any less of a sacrifice or an action because that person was never bullied before. I think that I like hearing the perspective from so many different people. And I think that not being in an MLM, I love that Harper has never been in an MLM. She's very strong-minded in terms of she's very opinionated. She doesn't really get like sucked into things, if that makes sense. And so I like being around people like that because it's like, or even you've never been in an MLM either, right, Hunter?
Yeah.
So I like learning from those types of perspectives. Like, well, how did you respond when faced with being potentially recruited into MLM, or how would Harper have responded, or whatever? So I like both, and I think that sometimes when you're in, some people can articulate.
Is that like a woulda, coulda, shoulda mindset? Like where you're thinking if you hadn't have gone down path A and gone down path B, how you would have like if you'd have said no, or Is that where you're coming from with that, or
Um,
do you just mean like
I just like
from the
knowing.
outset?
I just like knowing that it's a multifaceted problem. I like learning about people who've never been sucked into things. I like learning like their responses because I've been recruited twice into an MLM. So there's something obviously like that gets to me with the sales pitches, and I know that about myself. I don't necessarily. Sometimes some days are better than others in terms of, man, I really regret doing that. But there's also some things where I have a lot of empathy for people who are in, and sometimes there's an understanding in being able to say like, oh, I know what you're going through. I went through the same thing, and here's my story. But there's again people like you. You're so articulate. You understand psychology. You're also very you're calm and kind, and you ask really good questions. And I think too, being a better question asker would helps people not get taken advantage of in MLMs too. So I don't think it's a woulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda. And like I like learning from people who have not been in MLMs more. I just think like I like that there's a lot of people here. I like that there's a lot of people speaking up in a lot of different ways, even if it's just emailing compliance on on a post, or even if it's having a conversation with your friend and never making any public content, and you're able to say like, oh, let's talk through this together. Why don't you tell me what you really like about the opportunity? What did you like about their sales pitch? What was enticing to you about what they said? Have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? And like there's all people can help in so many different ways, in so many different avenues, and but if they don't know
That's
about
why I think the analogy you made of the bully is perfect for someone like me. It's like, yeah, I'd be the person who'd go and help someone,
Yep.
even if it means, copping a punch to the face or whatever myself. But I don't need anything from that experience. That's what I was saying before. Is like, yeah, I'll do things behind the scenes. It's no validation for me. Down the road, it'll help someone. That's
Yeah.
what I.
Yeah.
So, I won't ever probably be able to make a YouTube channel about anti-MLM. I've thought about it. Trust me, I
Yeah.
know just as much as anyone in the community without having first-hand experience, kind of first-hand, but not really actual MLM first-hand experience. I don't feel like I have enough to sort of talk about, but I wouldn't mind making a YouTube channel about like psych stuff if people would be cool to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still this is guys, don't say anything, but like I'm thinking about it, and I'm working through an idea of something, and I could lean into
Yeah.
MLMs and schemes and this and that, and basically everything we've spoken about today, but just in a more elaborate sense.
Yeah.
Probably more like Julie Anderson's videos,
Yeah.
where I just talk to the camera. Like,
That's
very
good.
much like that. And then, but honestly, like it's, we should do a part 2 to this.
Yeah.
We should
We'll
come
love
up
it.
with a few more questions for each other. And maybe I was also thinking we could host a bingo.
Oh, love
MLM
that.
bingo.
Yeah. That'd be amazing.
I have one site that I can send you, but you probably already know about it. It's like you create the bingo cards, you send it to everyone ahead of time. We can do that on Discord, and then set a date for it.
Yeah.
And then maybe there's a prize. The prize is free sample of Mary Kay. Hey.
Yeah, something good like that for sure.
No,
That'd be awesome.
I'll gift you a sub on Twitch. I don't know what else
Yeah.
I can do.
That'd be awesome. Hunter, you're literally welcome anytime. I kind of obviously fly by the seat of my pants. I like to stream, and I stream a lot, not necessarily good, but I really enjoy talking to you. I am so glad that you hopped on. I would love to do a part 2, and even whenever you want to hop on, you're more than welcome.
Oh yeah, I'll be very vocal. I'll just tell you. I was like, can I get on?
Yeah, love it. Love it. That's amazing. Thanks for that. I had such a good conversation. Thank you.
I did too. I was so engrossed. I didn't even read chat. I was so engrossed in what you were saying half the time that I was like, oh shit. Okay, people are actually listening to the things we're saying. This isn't a one-way conversation. But yeah, I've got to call my friend because I told her I'd call her about 30 minutes ago. But I lost track of time.
Okay, cool. Well, have a good rest of your. It's nighttime there, I'm guessing. So have a good rest of your day, Hunter.
Sun's just going. It's 7 p.m. The sun's still up.
Oh, yeah. So you've still got a good chunk of the night left.
Yeah, but I got to cook some lasagna.
Ooh.
So.
Gotcha.
Gotta do
the adult things.
It'll probably take me an hour to do all of it. Yeah. But thanks, Sky. But yeah, no, we'll chat soon. I'll jump on.
Awesome.
If it's that easy, I can just follow a link. Yeah, for sure.
Super easy. Awesome. Well, have a good rest of your evening. Right. Thanks so much.
All right. I'll see you soon.
Okay, bye. Yay! That was so fun. Thanks, Hunter. I can't wait till we get to have Hunter on again. Hunter's incredible. If y'all don't already follow him on Twitch, he is Huntertainment1. Let's double check. Y'all, let's go sub to twitch.tv. Let's go see what log in. Let's see. Oh, wrong one. Wrong. Whoa. Let me go find it. Let me see. Let me log in here. Log in. There we go. Log in. Oh, fiddlesticks. Where is my email address? That was so fun. Okay, where is the Twitch email? I'm trying to pull it up so we can go sub to Hunter. I've already subbed to him, but say hello to... is that it? Oh, jeez. Resend code. I'm trying to do it, guys. Trying to log in. Yes, here it is. Copy. Paste. Save password. Okay, we're back. Whoa. I don't know what's going on. I think our sound kicked over again. It sure did. Alright. Search Huntertainment. I might be subscribed on to the other one. Huntertainment1. Yeah. Okay, I'm putting it in. He is incredible. He is incredible. He is so good. Oh yeah, this was absolutely Hunter can get on the stream anytime he wants. Y'all, if you don't already sub to Hunter on Twitch, I just put his link in the chat. Can you go sub to him? He does incredible streams and he does Tinder streams so you can help him find dates and stuff. It's really fun. And he's just as lovely and insightful and all that other jazz on Twitch too. So, yeah, that's amazing. Well, I probably need to go to sleep. I had such a good time with you all. Thank you so much for supporting Hunter, for watching this for 2 hours. And yeah. I appreciate your support here. If you get to this end of the video and you haven't liked the stream, I'd love for you to like the stream. And if you like kind of anti-multi-level marketing, but focusing on the exploitation that happens in multi-level marketing, the deceptive business practices, the deceptive recruiting practices, cults with a little bit of gaming and lots of conversations, this might be the channel for you, and I'd love for you to subscribe. So I will catch you later on the next live stream, live chat. You're incredible, replay crew. Much love to you in a non-culty way, and I will see you on the next live stream. Good night.